Walk This Way is brought to you by Island Getaway. Island Getaway has been Hilton Head Island's premier vacation rental company. Hi, and welcome to another edition of Walk This Way. I'm your host, Lindsay Peters, and again, joining me today is Amanda Skager of Island Getaway. Amanda, thank you so much for joining us again.
Oh, I'm happy to.
And again, Island Getaway has outdone themselves. We are at 4 Urchin and Bradley Beach. Amanda, this house is so cool. Tell us about this house.
This house is really neat. It's got a very roomy floor plan. There are actually 3 levels, plus there's a garage underneath, which really helps because you can still get good views of the ocean even though you're not right ocean front.
Right. You can see it. I mean, I can see it just from looking right here, and I think that's great.
It is great and more economical.
Exactly.
And the other great thing about this house, I mean, everything's state of the art. This area is relatively new, so a lot of the homes around are new, built in the last few years, so everything's state of the art. The kitchens, the appliances, of course, the televisions, everything. I
love the kitchen. I love the granite countertops. I think that's so cool, and it really adds a lot to a home. And the appliances are very simple yet elegant at the same time, which that's really in right now. And I was actually wondering how old this house was because I didn't think it was that old, but it's great. Now, how many bedrooms does this house have?
This house has 6 bedrooms. There are 5 full baths and 2 half baths.
Okay, you know what's so funny? I actually know how many bedrooms and bathrooms this house has because one of the great things about Island Getaway is that they're so accommodating. And back in January, when you guys helped me get a house for my birthday, Christine just let me go look at homes, and I walked into this one and I thought, this is so cool. So again, that's one of the things about Island Getaway that's so great. She just said, here's the key, you know, have a good day, enjoy yourself. And so I actually already knew all that stuff, but for those who don't know, it's a great home, and it even has a kids room.
It does. It has a kids room upstairs. In fact, there are 2 other houses that you saw in this little triangle of homes here.
Right.
And all 3 of them are Island Getaway homes. They've all got similar floor plans with kids rooms, which is really helpful because then you can put the kids in their own kind of playroom and they feel like they have their own space.
Exactly, and that's so cool. And you said that there are 2 other houses and they're all owned by the same person, which is really cool because when I come into a home like this, I think more of like family reunions or like a business weekend.
Exactly. I mean, between these 3 houses, you actually could accommodate a little bit more than 60 people. So that's a ton.
That's really cool. And so it also has a pool and a jacuzzi, which we're going to go outside and show you in a minute. But the bedrooms, they have state-of-the-art bathrooms.
Yep. Everything in this house is new. It was built in 2006.
Okay.
So everything is going to be new. And the great thing about this, too, is upstairs there's also an entirely other living room.
Right.
And there's also another kitchen upstairs.
Which I thought was so cool. It's like it's its own full house. You know what I mean? And so that's why I was thinking family reunion again or business because it's not, everybody can go into their own area or you can all congregate. It's that type of home. And I think it's really, really cool. And once again, it has an elevator, which is very, very cool and hip and kind of VIP. You know what I mean? It's really cool when you have a home that has an elevator. Anyway, now that we've talked about the inside of the house, walk this way with us and we're going to go show you the outside of the house. So we've showed you the inside of the house. Now, as you can see, we're outside at the pool and the jacuzzi. Amanda, tell us what all this house has to offer outside.
Well, the great thing about this house is that there are 6 sun decks throughout the property, which is great. I mean, you can go to any one of them that you please and still have good views of the ocean. Out here, as you can see too, there's a really great swimming pool with waterfall jacuzzi into the pool. There's plenty of seating throughout. There's also an outdoor grill, and it's a nice private area and easy beach access.
It's so cute and it's so private and so secluded, and who doesn't like to be at the pool or the jacuzzi where they don't have so many people watching them? And with 6 decks, I mean, that's also, you can just take your pick and go. I think that's so cool. Now, I love the fact also that you don't have to be exactly on the beach to see the beach. Once again, we're just sitting here chatting and I can see the beach from here. Do you have a lot of homes that are near the ocean?
We do actually. We have somewhere around 150 homes that
Wow.
are near the ocean. That's not including the oceanfront properties, just the near ocean homes. Yeah.
That is so cool. Well, Amanda, thank you so much for taking
Yeah.
us to Fort Urchin in Bradley Beach. Folks, you should definitely check this house out. Anything that you could possibly want, this house has it. And stay with us because next we're going to show you a villa in Palmetto Dunes. We just showed you a beautiful 6-bedroom home in Bradley Beach, and now we're going to take it down a notch. And once again with us is Amanda Skager of Island Getaway. Thank you so much for joining us. And right now we are at 409 Windsor Place in Palmetto Dunes. Amanda, tell us about this cute little villa.
Well, this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath oceanfront villa in Palmetto Dunes. This is in the Windsor Place units. And basically, as you can see, it's been completely redone in here. It was completely renovated in 2007. It's got direct ocean views, which is wonderful. And every room has a flat screen TV, and it's a great place to spend your vacation on Hilton Head.
It really is, and I love the decorations. It's so cute. It's just like out of a page of Pottery Barn, which who doesn't love that? I mean, the kitchen is really cute. I love granite countertops. I know I've said it before. I'm such a fan of granite countertops. And the 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, it's just the right size for a family.
It is, or you could even put 2 families in here. There are 2 bathrooms that both have jacuzzi tubs and separate showers, so that's really nice too. And the kitchen, of course, comes fully equipped for all of the needs that you would need to make dinner at home if you want to stay in one night or
And
more.
now that we've talked about a little bit about the inside of the home, I saw outside there were some pools. Tell us about that.
Yep, well, downstairs on the main floor of Windsor Place, there is a regular pool, and then there's also a children's pool, both of which are brand new. Windsor Place just got a facelift.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole exterior of the building has been redone as well, and there's also a playground downstairs and a barbecue right on the ocean.
Well, speaking of the ocean, you can't talk about this villa without including the wonderful view of the ocean. It is absolutely breathtaking. We're just standing here in the middle of the villa, and we've got the doors open, and just the breeze and listening to the waves crash. I love it. It's so peaceful.
It is. It's really nice. And the 2 bedrooms in the front here are right on the ocean. You can hear that. You can also go outside, of course, enjoy your morning coffee, whatever. Everything's right in front of you, which is really great.
It is. It is. Now, I know that this villa is oceanfront. Are all the villas at Island Getaway, are they all oceanfront?
Not all of them. However, we do have around 150 oceanfront only villas. They come in 1, 2, 3, and 4-bedroom plans. So, I mean, they can fit anybody's needs. Going all the way down from Villamar to Captain's Walk, Hampton Place, Windsor Court, Windsor Place, and then the Barrington Enclave. So you've got a whole slew of beautiful oceanfront villas that we manage in Palmetto Dunes.
And I know we spoke about this on the last show, but like I said, Palmetto Dunes has much more than just the beach and the pools. It's got the golf, and it's got tennis, and it's got restaurant, and it's got biking and walking. It's just so peaceful. Even just driving in, people were biking and walking, and it's just so quaint, and I don't see how you could ever go wrong here.
I agree.
So Amanda, once again, thank you so much for taking us to that beautiful, incredible home and this really quaint village. We really appreciate you guys at Island Getaway.
Our pleasure.
And once again, folks, we're at 409 Windsor Place. If you want to find out about this villa or even more, you can stop on their website at islandgetaway.com or give them a call at 842-4664. And folks, stay with us because up next, we're going to try some fun things to do on the island. Island Getaway has been Hilton Head Island's premier vacation rental company for many years. Island Getaway has been Hilton Head Island's premier vacation rental company for many years. Okay, we're back on Walk This Way, and now I'm joined with Greg McDonald of the Old South Golf Links. Greg, tell us about Old South Golf Links.
Well, it's a great facility. We've opened the golf course in 1992. It's a Clyde Johnston design. And it really plays through a number of different varieties of terrain here. We have salt marsh holes on the front and back side. It also plays through a nice forest on the other holes. So the golf course is very playable, always in great shape. Scott Adams and his crew, John Cooler, do a great job here. And the fees are very reasonable, so it's a fun place to play.
That's great, and it's really, really pretty out here. Now tell us about some of the programs that Old South offers.
Well, we do offer a lot of different programs, instruction-wise. We have the Old South Golf School, which is headed by Jim Jurimovich, our Director of Instruction and Head Golf Professional. And we have golf clinics that we do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. From 10:30 to 12, and that's $25.
Oh, okay.
We encourage all golfers to come out. That's not for beginners or advanced players. We do a golf school throughout the year from 9 to 11:30, and that focuses on the whole aspects of the game, from sand play to chipping, putting, full swing, and that's $100, and that's available throughout the year. And then we also have our private instruction, which we have a number of staff members. And that's available for not only singles but also couples. So it's a lot of different things to work on out here.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it sounds like anybody can come out here, whether you're a beginner like myself, which you'll find out in a minute, or a pro. It's got something for everybody. You know what? As much as I enjoy talking about all this golf, it's now making me want to go try it. Now, folks, walk this way. We're going to go do some golf tips. Okay, welcome back, guys. We are now on the putting green, and
we're going to start from here because this is where all golf starts.
Okay.
Is right on the putting green.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to learn to do two things well. We have to learn to balance ourselves.
Okay.
And we have to get good posture, because golf is the ability to balance yourself with a weighted object moving. So as you do, what you want to do, as you see, we set our station up here, and you can do this at home with just two yardsticks. And the yardsticks are about 36 inches long, so we're going to start in the middle at 18 inches. What we do is we put our feet on both sides, balance ourselves.
Okay.
And we're going to, with our good grip, our hands are close together as possible. We're going to be using our triangle, which is our shoulders and our hands form a triangle. Now at the bottom would look like with the club going down would look like the letter Y, wouldn't it?
Yes.
It would form a Y.
Yes.
So now as you come forward,
okay,
you're going to set the club behind the ball.
Okay.
You're going to try to balance yourself so that your weight is right across the laces of your feet. You don't want to lean too far over from your toes, or do you not want to have too much weight back on your heels? Because what you're trying to do now is you're trying to put a club into motion. So in order to do that, you want to be as balanced as possible. So from here, with the club behind the ball, you want to try to get your eyes so that they're a little bit over the ball, a little bit more. Because the more your eyes are behind the line, the more you're going to have a tendency to swing or rotate in this direction.
Right.
So the closer you are to the ball, with your eyes being over top of it, the easier it is for the ball to stay on line.
Do I look about right?
You can get a little bit closer.
Okay.
There you go. You feel. There you go. That's perfect.
And and the hands are right. Everything's right.
Your hands look good.
Okay.
Your posture is good.
Okay.
Now, a good putting stroke starts and goes from low to contact to high. So a good stroke is low to high.
Okay.
Now, to putt this distance, all you're trying to do is maintain the amount of swing that goes from here to here. You don't want to swing it fast on the takeaway and slow it down, or do you want to swing it slow too much and accelerate too fast? So it's kind of like a metronome on a piano. It's that basic back and forth move. From this distance, this is as far as you have to take it back.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so it's just very good.
Great. So this is the very, very basics.
Yeah, absolutely. We're starting from scratch.
Great.
Again, go ahead. Very good.
Great.
Let's move back one step here, right to here.
Okay.
Now, you've only added 18 inches of length, so you only have to add about a 1/4 inch of swing.
Okay.
Remember, you're trying to roll the ball to the hole.
Yay!
Very good.
That's awesome.
Very good. That's step one.
That's awesome.
We'll do a lot more.
Thank you so much for the tip on putting. And guys, thank you so much for watching today's golf tip. Okay, we are back on Walk This Way. Again, I'm Lindsay Peters, your host, and now we're joined with Carol Pfeffer. She is the Executive Director of the Sandbox. Carol, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, well, thanks for coming to the Sandbox.
Now, Carol, this place is so amazing. Tell us, how did the Sandbox get started?
Well, it was actually the brainchild of a group of moms on the island that really wanted to have an educational play area for their children. So they kind of got together and brainstormed, initially joined the National Association of Children's Museums.
Okay.
And started getting a board organized and getting involved with the community to get community and business support and corporate sponsorships. And in a matter of time, they had this wonderful building that they were able to lease from the church next door, St. Andrew's Methodist Church, and this is what they came up with, and it's just wonderful.
It's absolutely amazing. And the funny thing is when you walk into this place, I mean, of course it's for children, but I noticed that the parents are having just as much fun, and that's what's so great about it. It looks like it's for everybody.
Oh, it is. I mean, we say, it's ages, the children's ages, however, I've had a number of parents, especially the dads and grandfathers, tell me that they had more fun than the kids did.
I can so see that. Now tell us about the different types of rooms that you have here.
Well, there's several different program and exhibit areas. We've got a sandbox area over here that's got that really cool magic moon sand that's got the glue in it so you can mold and shape things.
Fantastic.
And there are letters they can write, they can add numbers, they can make shapes. It's really good for developing their coordination and that type of thing. And then there's a building area over there that has the giant Legos, and we actually have a construction area.
Oh, cool.
They can get in there with hammers and tools and bang around. There's a little button they can push to see a doorbell go off and see how electricity works.
That is so cool.
Oh, they love it. They put on the construction hats and everything.
And just go to work. And
they
love it because they can be as loud as they can be.
Exactly, exactly. We actually have a real plane, a cockpit from Gulfstream.
And I saw that, and I tell you, made me want to get in, put on my Top Gun jacket and get in. That is so cool. Where did that come from?
It came from Gulfstream, which is a huge thing for us to actually get a real life plane. And it comes with, they put on the pilot and co-pilot hats and jackets and
so cool.
Fly to anywhere in the world they want, and the parents are in those first class seats behind them, having a great time, and they can press little buttons to hear the traffic control tell them when to take off, and hear the plane actually taxiing down the runway.
Okay.
And we've got a store where they can go in and buy all the different merchandise and check it out and put it in their buggy and then go over and cook it up and have a real meal and everything next door.
That is so cute.
And one of the other favorite spots is our rock climbing wall, the T-Rex, where they can actually work on developing their motor skills. They can climb up the wall, and when they get up to T-Rex, they press that button, he roars really loud.
And I noticed the cool thing about that room is the floor.
It's a really cool, it's an approved floor for falling, and it's really cushioned. I mean, I would love to have it in my house.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And it's great. We haven't had any problems with anything there. They just love it. And the other favorite spot is our big pirate ship.
Yes.
It's got all the pirate costumes.
Yes.
I've heard arg, I don't know how many times.
Of course.
Little boys. And with the hats and everything, and they get in there and they're swashbuckling and having sword fights and climbing up the nets and everything.
It's so cool. Carol, it really is cool. Tell us about some of the programs that you have to offer here.
There's a Mommy and Me class that takes place on Wednesdays, and it usually involves some type of program, like she'll have a book that she'll read on, like today it's on alligators, and then they'll do a craft incorporating an alligator of some type. They also have Mommy and Me programs where they do baby yoga once a week, and that's really popular. We actually have a yoga instructor will come in and actually teach the yoga with the mom and the child together.
Now, what are your hours?
The hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
We're open Tuesday through Saturday, and once the summer hit or holiday times, we're open on Mondays as well. And we're always open for field trips and birthday parties too.
Well, that is great. Now, how much does it cost to get in?
It is $6. If you're under two, you get to come in free.
That is nothing, and so you can pay $6 and come in and spend the whole day here?
Spend the entire day. Bring a picnic lunch, have lunch out on the deck, come back in the afternoon. The kids are ready to go to sleep by the time time they come home.
Carol, this is so fabulous. I think it's so cool how it's such a disguise. It really is learning. You know, you've got the kids coming in and playing, but really they're learning, and that's what I think is so great about the sandbox.
It's the interaction between the adults and the children, whether it be parents or grandparents, is one of our primary things with them learning together.
Well, thank you so much for showing us around. Now, how can they find you?
We are located right off of Pope Avenue, right in the parking lot of St. Andrews by the Sea Methodist Church.
Okay.
Just come on in anytime, and we would love for them to join in the fun.
And do you have any contact information?
Our phone number is 842-7645, and they can also go online at thesandbox.org, and we had lots of information about our programs and hours and everything on that as well.
Well, awesome, Carol. Thank you so much. And guys, you really should check this place out. And it's not just for kids, it's for the whole family. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Lindsay Peters, and until next time, walk this way. Walk This Way is brought to you by Island Getaway. Island Getaway has been Hilton Head Island's premier vacation rental company.